Yo, 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 what up? It's your boy Crescendo, and we are live with Erica Mason. What's good?
Yo, what's up, man? How y'all
doing? We're great. We're great. I'm getting ready for the weekend. I actually am going solo right now. My wife's out of town, so I'm gonna meet up with my boys, have some guy time. But you know, we out here representing. Obviously March is International Women's Month, so we had to get you on to support the ladies, show some love.
Come through.
I'm excited. And we got some new music that dropped today by Bizzle that I'm gonna be playing up next, as well as we got music by Daraj as well. So I'm excited for that. I see she's trying to find the right angle. You know,
I am, because it's like the lighting is crazy. Can y'all see me? Is this better?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let me do this. I'm just gonna walk y'all through my entire house.
That's what it is. We get a tour. we get the tour as well on the hike. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm actually next week. Ooh.
Oh no, it's almost 6 o'clock. Okay, here. There we go. Right in front of the windowsill. Talk to me. What's up?
Perfect. So we are, coming up. We're gonna play some new singles real quick. But before I do, I was like, I'm excited because I got my vow renewal with my wife coming up, and I'm on this diet now. I'm on the keto diet. Before I was on the Spanish one. The Spanish one, which is poquito.
That keto is serious, ain't it?
Yeah, the keto is serious right now. But I was on the Spanish one. It was the poquito to everything, poquito to this, poquito to that, and so I had to trim down. I lost about 20 pounds, so I'm excited for that. What you got planned for this weekend? Ooh.
Yeah, go to music.
So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna go live to some music, guys. We got some new singles by Bizzle as well as Daraj. Bizzle just dropped Light Work, and this is the Way Up remix. And then we're gonna play Run It by Daraj. You're here live on the hype. Let's go.
We take it way up, higher than NASA on a launch and lift off into the dark abyss, past the stars where the Martians live. Never will these archers miss their mark. You see the darts we spit, them sharpened tips. We aim for the heart and hit what our target is. Like an arsonist, lighting a match up and then tossing it onto gasoline. We're torching this, homie, of course it's lit. Like Rick James on Eddie Murphy's couch, screaming out darknesses with no remorse. We kick that grime in this pond, we are sharks to fish.
This is a remix, get a beat, flip, rip it to pieces. Get a seat, we up in the winter sweep, finna eat, we sitting with Jesus. Dropping it for the God risen, he alive, living in the midst of the people. Try me, and if you're not feeling it, then bye, really, I ain't feeling you either. Whether or not you feel it, I'm not forgetting what God has given to me. I could be locked up and up inside the prison and not to visit or preach. God willing, I'ma give him the gospel till I'm not in position to speak. You can knock it, but I'ma rock with the rock, and I'm not missing the beat. Listen to me, dog, I was up in Walmart with a scan gun for the canned goods. I could rap good, but I did what I could for the fam, that's manhood. Quit looking for the quick lick. Told God, if you're not with it, I quit this. That's when he told me, no, you just go and be lit. I've been on the road doing shows ever since then. Tell them what I know, pray their souls they get lifted. Bless them with the flow, but the goal is repentance. Never get it twisted. Yeah. Daddy, let me loose. They gotta move. Bishop with the burner, baby. I got the juice. They hating on my team, cause we the truth. Won't he do it? And we the proof. We gon' take them way, 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 we gon' take them way, 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 way,
I ain't really with the back talk, homie, but you know that I'ma talk back. You ain't pitching, you can buck back. You ain't gotta ride, you can walk back. Hey, we need to get the salt back. Dark rap, make the blackboard. And if you ain't teaching from the most high, little homie, you could get a chalk back. Homie, I can never go back. I was down in the gutter, man. Low in a dark place. Oh, thank God, he the Prozac. Everybody gotta raise up. Knees down and the praise up. Lock down, homie, stay up. Tell him motivate.
there's a way up. The blood we covered by it, speaking up when everyone is silent. Think we don't, man, y'all confused. We be dropping jewels like a drunken pirate. Showing up the parties uninvited with the Sunday fire I be praising God with. Probably leaving everyone inspired. If they spirits any higher, they would mosh pit. We don't really want that, do we? Nah. Man, I never care what I hate to say. Y'all tripping, my sauce dripping like a winter coach bathed in a Gatorade. Ooh, flame in the 808. Straight propane, let me demonstrate. Put fire to the beat and do the same thing Eminem and Jay did a renegade.
Look up, man, look at what I got cooked up. Could've took us with a beam in the touch, but no, good God, that's mean in the clutch. Teaming it up with a rough bunch, and I don't play game like putt-putt. Gotta let God be the gut punch. He's running the play like Hunt. If you really trying to have a dust-up, cut your pride and recognize what just us. Plus the mighty hand of God to ruck us. Swinging with your might, will get your bust up. Trying to hurt the kid to get you roughed up. Like Paul and Silas, till I'm in a coffin virus. Benefit righteous, feeling it, living it, pious, bias.
Daddy, let me loose. They gotta move. Bishop with the burner, baby. I got the juice. They hating on my team, cause we the truth. Won't he do it? And we the proof. We gon' take them way, 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 way up. We gon' take them way, 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 way
You already know who it is. We bout to open the lid. I'ma put you in the wheel, cause I'm about to give you the biz. I got a moderate crib, wifey as bad as it get. On the track like 10 to 2, but this one a 10 out of 10. This is as real as it gets. Obi gave me the assist. We give it glory to God. I gotta stick to the script. Poppy told you where to go, so why you keep riding the fence? We bout to open the gates. Just let the party begin. Let me say it again. We on our way to the top. And it's just me and my friends, yeah. They wanna be at the top. They wanna be in the news. Tryna be where we at, yeah. Tell me how you feel. We spoiled up chill. We just try to keep it real. We too lit, yeah. Watch me do like this, yeah. We been on the court, yeah. They been on the bench, yeah. Run it, aye, aye. Run it, aye, aye. Run it, aye, aye. Run it, aye, aye. I got the sauce, yeah. I never lost, I never lie, I never won. I put that on guard, yeah. Run it back, I run it back, I run it back. Run it, ay, run it back, I run it back, ay, run it back. Run it. They never been no show like us. They never heard no flow like us. We so cold, got so like what? We so low like what? We on 10. Oh, you thought I think again? Just don't make no type of sense. All the places we done been. Yeah. Somebody said that we famous. I let you know when I made it. I take it back to the basics. Yeah. Cause we done came up from the basement. Way before all of the placements. Now we just running the bases, running it up, yeah. Tell them we running it up, yeah. We coming through with the crew, and I got a few in the clutch, yeah. Tell them we at it again, yeah. We going savage again, yeah. We making moves on the low, yeah. But we above average again. Run it, aye. Run it, aye. Run it, aye. Run it, aye. I got the sauce, yeah. I never lost, I never lie, I never won. I put that on guard, yeah. Run it back, I run it back, I run it back. Run it, ay, run it back, I run it back, I run it back. Run it.
Yo, we are back live with Erica Mason.
Yo,
What's
up?
That was God Over Money and The Raj. They shut us down on Facebook for playing God Over Money. Bizzle needs that nickel. Let me just stop. But I'm excited. You know, it's International Women's Month, so I had to represent for the ladies. We had to bring Erica on. How are things going over there, Erica?
Man, stuff is falling. Things is just everywhere. It's just you probably had me better in the morning time. But I'm good. Living my best life.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm destroying this room in here. So
Yeah.
we're all good though.
Oh man. So you just dropped a recent single, right? Let's talk about that.
Yeah. Talks with loneliness, man. It's crazy.
So you know, I like your music. You got a couple different vibes going on with it. You know, you got the slower stuff, you got the hype stuff. You know, what's it like your writing process, and what was it like writing this last single?
Honestly, so I kind of write as it comes. You know, I'm one of those people that I have a rhythm in which whenever I get to a space where it's usually early in the morning where there aren't really many distractions, and I just kind of get in my feelings and I write. So usually my best stuff is when I write in my feelings, whether it's like happy or sad or whatever. But the cool part about Talks with Loneliness is I was just kind of in this place where, you know, I felt like I was just alone, no matter how many friends I had, no matter how many people were around me. I felt like no one really knew the real me. And I was afraid to kind of show the real me just because I didn't want to be rejected or just feel like, you know, there would be something that people would want to fix about me. And so what I ended up doing was just trying to, I guess, express how I felt on the song. And it just so turned out that I wrote the words without the instrumental. I just kind of started writing melodies in my head and stuff. And I got with Quentin Watts, who was the producer, and we sat down and we just started crafting the song or the beat around the lyrics that I already had.
Well, that's what's up. I mean, I know for me, it's kind of like the writing process. It is that extreme. You got to be like in a very happy mood or a very like somber mood where you're like going through something. You're like, you know, like let me write. God, I need you. Like, and you know, I know different people write
it's
with
crazy.
Yeah, I know some people that can just write and just tell stories, but then it's like, you know, everyone's got their own writing style and getting into that zone. So with this show, I also like to talk about like that kind of a process because there's a lot of indie artists that tune in, and like for indie artists that like don't know how to like deal with that, like how do I manage my time? How do I? And that's the thing. One thing that you said stuck out to me. You're like, I make time. You know, a lot of people don't want to make time. They want to just like, it's a hit single. I go to the studio, I'll write there. Like, that's cool. But like, to be honest, you should be writing on your own time, developing your craft, developing the way you write.
I would just say a cool little thing that I had to learn to do was creating a discipline of writing, because I had to learn that there's no such thing as writer's block. There's just spaces where we may feel less inspired to create, you know. And so in order to kind of get out of that, I had to kind of create a discipline to say, regardless to whether I'm inspired or not, how can I still create something that's great? And doing that was literally setting aside a time every day, even if it was just a verse. I'm writing a verse every single day. Now I'm to the place where I'm writing a song every day. And so my goal is just to continue to pump out content. And I set aside maybe like an hour, 2 hours a day just to write. Because I mean, out of if I write every day out of 365 songs, I'm bound to have something.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, even 30 days straight, you're bound to at least find or come across 2 or 3 singles that are solid.
Right.
You know, that, because I know personally with me, that's my biggest thing. I have a difficult time like making time, but you know, that's my fault. I juggle a lot. I got the radio show, I got an open mic, I got a clothing line, and I just do too much.
No, I definitely get that.
So, but yeah, you know, definitely creating time and making time is extremely important. I'm trying to think of other things that we can talk about when it comes to that, because you said something about there's no such thing as writer's block. I feel like a lot of artists kind of dwell on that. Now with you, like you say you're writing songs. Are you writing like 2 verses and a hook, or are you doing like anything, like are you grabbing instrumentals? What's that like?
So I don't try to put myself in a box to say I have to do certain like 2 verses and a hook. Basically, I take a beat and I write until I can't write anymore. So most of the times that comes out to be a verse, a bridge, a hook, another verse, and all just everywhere in between. But usually I start trying to listen to the song, and it starts with mumbles. So sometimes I'll get those mumbles in and I'll try to get them down or whatever, just so I can create a feeling. And then from there, I start writing the actual words in. And so usually after that process, I usually have at least a hook and a verse to 2 verses. So yeah. But I don't try to aim to hit that. I just try to aim to create. At the end of the day, I want to, whenever I'm like riding in my car, I try to have something solid to listen to. So me, I kind of know when I get fatigued, that's when I try to push just a little bit more. Not too much, but yeah, I try to push when it comes to just creativity, thinking outside of the box, and writing when I feel like, okay, I'm getting tired of doing it. I hope that kind of makes sense. I don't know if it does.
No, it makes sense, because sometimes you have to push yourself. Sometimes you have to go a little bit harder on yourself, because you're your biggest critic. And if you want to pursue something, if you want to do this, you know, as your career, as your life, and to make money, because I mean, to be honest, like a lot of people are like, oh, I'm Christian, I'm a Christian rapper, I don't do this for the money, I don't do. Well, you still need to support yourself, you still need to work your craft, and you know, the Bible's very clear, the workman's worth is higher, you know what I mean? So it's like what you're putting into it is what you should expect back, and definitely, you know, I definitely salute, you know, people who like you are writing daily and who are investing into it, because you're only going to get what you get invest in, you know?
Yeah. So. It takes practice, man. It takes practice to get better, that's for sure. You know, just write like and become a superstar rapper overnight.
Oh yeah, I mean, and people. The funny part is people like really expect that, and I'm like, nah, it's not that easy.
Yeah, even freestyling is an art. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that you have to practice. When people are like, oh, I can't freestyle or whatever, you actually can practice your way of putting words together in sentences or similes and metaphors to cause yourself to think faster. You know what I'm saying? And so. That's another thing that I practice doing when I'm riding in the car. Just put on beats, and I cannot stop regardless of how many times I mess up. I just got to keep going, and it actually helps.
No, I feel you. That's one tool that I use, and actually that's one thing that me personally as an artist, you know, people always be like, yo, I don't know about this beat. Oh, I can't rap on that beat, or I can't rap on that style. And the thing is, it's like, I trained myself, like when I started doing music, like there was a huge like East Coast versus Southern style beats, and they're like, no, it should be like this and like that. And so basically what I did was I challenged myself. I would make a CD and scatter the beats. So it would be like a 50 Cent beat, then it would be like Knuck If You Buck, and then it would be like different things like that, and just like literally challenging myself. I even had like the Toxic instrumental from Britney Spears, and I would try and rap double time to that. So it's like ways to be creative with the resources that you have. I mean, now we got YouTube, so you could get any instrumental. Right. So like even if you're bugging about that, it's like, yo, just practice. I feel like some people are just so scared to mess up. That's why they don't freestyle. They're like, oh, I don't freestyle. Why? Because you're scared to mess up? Right. Scared to slip on a word? That's what freestyling is. Like, you're going to slip, but you got to keep going. But what I'm going to do, we're going to play some music, and then we'll get back. I'm going to play Kayalico Samo, and then we're going to play Never Gonna Lose by Cyril from Orlando. Okay. And then we're gonna get into more conversations with Erica Mason. We're here live on the hype. Let's go.
Low, 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 low. Hands and knees to the floor, flow, 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 flow. Lord, I need you some more. Cause lately I'm tripping, lately I'm slipping, lately I'm drifting. Nothing like I was before, Used to make it to church, used to stay in your word. Now my spirit disturbed. Feel like it's been so long ago, From that when I knew that you had what I need. And I used to play my position, and I used to follow your lead. You used to tell me you got it, I take a seat, fall back and retreat. I was just blessed as can be, nothing compared to your peace. But where did it go? I promise you I done look high and look low. And I promise I done try about everything that I know. But that was a no. Love me so. Low. I done tried it all before. Hands and knees to the floor. There's no other place to go. Only thing that I know. Lord, I need you some more. Lord, I need you some more. Lord, I need you some more. There's no other place to go. Only thing that I know. Lord, I need you some more. Yeah, I know Christmas is gone, but I'ma need more of your presence. You said when I'm weak, you were strong. Well, I'ma need more of your blessing. Cause I'm feeling low. Talking so low, it's depressing. I just wanna be fly like the Jetsons. Instead, I'm falling evanescence. But I play it cool, don't stress it. Till I land on the stretcher. Praying, pleading for a blessing. Would've thought from the last time that would've taught me a lesson. Would've thought from the last time I'd have a little more reverence. I just pray you forgive me, Lord. Feel so far away, don't know if you hear me, Lord. Broken and wounded, I need you to heal me, Lord. Then take your spirit and feel me, Lord. Cause lately I've been feeling low. I done tried it all before. Hands and knees to the floor. There's no other place to go. Only thing that I know. Lord, I need you some more. Lord, I need you some more. Lord, I need you some more. There's no other place to go. Only thing that I know. Lord, I need you some more.
How it's just pouring a winner. Flow is cold like it's the winter. They could be holding the camera, but they still will not get the picture. I take them to school, yeah. I teach them a few, yeah. That's what I do, yeah. I speak the truth, yeah. They don't wanna see me win. That's what they're programmed to do. That is just ridicule. That is just pitiful. That's why it's pivotal. I rep the spiritual. Hope that I'm clear to you. Let's reach the pinnacle. Guess what I've said to do. This is not fictional. This is what winners do. This is what winners do. I would not lose, I'm a winner. Haters all in my business. We hold it down like it's my pivot. Winners, we don't have a limit. They started it, but I'ma finish. I make it look easy, believe it. They want me to lose for some reason, but I am a winner succeeding. Never gonna lose. Never gonna lose. Never gonna lose, boy. Never gonna lose. Never gonna lose. Never gonna lose. don't, then you never win. Get knocked down and get up again. Some friends try to hold you underwater, but they don't know that I love to swim. What's wrong with them? They tryna ruin the kid. I don't understand what the problem is. It's obvious they ain't really down like the lobby is. Somebody just get them away from me. I think that it's best that I pray for thee. Greatness is something God placed in me. They losing that focus, that's ADD. They say I'm a loser, that's make believe. Life has been sweet like a cake to me. How I'm gonna rise like a bakery. You say you a winner, that's fake to me. I'm part of the nonsense. I know that they watching, we all should and learn from Embiid and just from surprises. I'm tired of gossip. You can say whatever you like. I'm a winner, I got this. I'm a winner in life. Never gonna lose. Never gonna lose. Never gonna lose, boy. Never gonna lose. I'm never gonna lose. Never gonna lose. Never gonna lose, boy. Never gonna lose. I'm never gonna lose. Never gonna lose. Never gonna lose, boy. Never gonna lose. Never gonna lose. Never gonna lose. Never gonna lose, boy. Never gonna lose.
Yo, 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 we are back live on the hype. We have Erica Mason. Yo, we were just talking on the break, and we're talking about freestyling. We're talking about the creative process of an indie artist and how we make things look glorious out of nothing with bathroom sheets and lights and little fixtures, and then we make it look like we were in $100 hour
look at
studio.
my bag right now.
Little do people know, man. The hustle of an indie artist. I love it. We were talking about your upcoming project a little bit, and you were talking about how we, as artists, you know, we have to connect with our audience, and you actually chose to do that with this project. Let's talk more about that.
Yeah. So in 2017, I was in prayer, and I felt like God was saying for me to slow down on music. Which the crazy part was in 2016, I felt like I was starting to just really gain my momentum. I had released a project. It was like on iTunes chart. It was like I was doing really well, booked every weekend. And then come 2017, I'm still getting some momentum, and God is like, slow down. And little did I know, it was a lot of issues that I just kind of had in my heart towards God, like just a lack of faith, not really believing a lot of the things that I was saying, and ultimately just not really knowing who I was as an individual. Like I knew who I was as an artist, but as an individual, that was a struggle for me. And so I had to kind of take a step back, because I realized like I dealt with bitterness to depression and just all kind of stuff that I kind of hid underneath or behind my music. So my music was the thing that I was running to instead of God. And so my journey was like confronting God with all of my issues. Like, God, when these things are happening in my life, where were you? You know what I'm saying? Like when people died in my family, where were you? You know, and really raising those questions to God. And the project really talks about how I got those answers from God and me expressing myself to him. So some of it is really ugly. Some of it is really not like intimate, but it's real. That's what I say.
Oh yeah. I mean, being vulnerable on a track and actually sharing that, sharing parts of your life is one thing. And I think as an artist, I did that for a long time. I was getting booked for shows and getting lost in the mix of just being in front of the camera and in front of the videos, performances, and you're easy to quick to give out all the godly advice that was given to you, and God will use you as a tool. But then like you get off the stage and you deal with your loneliness, you deal with your pain, and people don't see your struggle because they're so busy like, man, that's a dope artist, man, that song really hit home to me, thank you so much. And they're getting filled while you're like almost getting drained, you know, in the process, and getting lost in the mix, you know. And so, you know, you decide to work on a project, you decide to be set that time aside, and you continue to hustle with this. When most probably there's that feeling inside that tells you, I kind of just stop. I just want to stop all this. But you know, but at the same time, you're like, I love it so much though. I love hip hop. I love the music. I love like creating. And as an artist, it's like a tormented thing, because, you know, you could fall into the trap of looking for likes, looking for retweets, looking for the followers, looking for counting your stats. You know what I mean? So it's a hustle, it's a grind. And you know, I got your single here. We're gonna play your single next. I want people to hear your voice in 2019, you know, and then you know, and then we'll also play "Work It Out" right after that. So we'll play your single, and then we'll play "Work It Out." So I want people to hear Erica Mason, what you about.
Bet.
All right, let's go. Talks with Loneliness on the Hype.
It's crazy. It's like you wake up only to meet loneliness. I'm afraid to be alone sometimes, and I'm afraid to get outside my mind. I'm afraid of being vulnerable, 'cause what if I can never let you go? Yeah, I can't lie, I run sometimes. I be weak for weeks and weeks, them long nights I can't sleep. I want somebody next to me. That side of the bed is so cold. I'm supposed to give my heart, mind, and my soul to someone that I can't see. God, please excuse me, I'm trying to be honest. Seeking you when I feel alone is the hardest, and my heart is just a canvas who is longing for an artist. Brush strokes on my soul, I hope eventually I get the picture, 'cause I can't crop you out, 'cause who you are is in the mirror. Go figure, I'm just trying to figure it out. It makes 7 figures, but my soul has been in a drought. And I can't make it rain unless I let you rain in my life. And I can't open up my heart unless I had you inside. All I ever really wanted was someone on my side, but loneliness has been the one that's always down for the ride. And I don't always have an answer, so I question your love. And I don't always measure up, but still you say I'm enough. All I ever really wanted was somebody to love. And you've been knocking at my door, but I can't open up. So many mistakes I made, and so many of these games I played. I always say I'm complicated, the cover of my real frustrations. I need patience, I need time to rewind to when I was 12. I lost my trust in my mind, my mom I rejected. Emotions felt neglected, trying to let go of these memories and hold on to this necklace that tells me that I'm so worth loving. But why did life do me wrong if I was so worth loving? I think the bigger picture is that you're so worth loving, and you still have my heart even when I have nothing. And I can't make it rain unless I let you rain in my life. And I can't open up my heart unless I had you inside. All I ever really wanted was someone on my side, but loneliness is not the one coming along for the ride. And I don't always have an answer, so I question your love. I don't always measure up, but still you say I'm enough. All I ever really wanted was somebody to love. And you've been knocking at my door, so I'ma open it up. At some point, I have to stop trusting in the things that I've used to protect me, and surrender to the truth of what God says about me. You know, just because I feel alone, it doesn't mean I am alone. Oh, drug. Oh, yeah. I got the drip on the drug. 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 I got the drip. I got the drip. I got the drip. I got the drip. I got the drip on the drug. I got the drip on the drug. I got the drip on the drug. rims, cause I'm dripping in the blood. Put my foot up on your neck, let you know I ain't the one. Put a barrel to your chest, living word is my beret. Fight before you run your mouth, stretch before you flex. Ooh, you so obsessed with me, all on my everything. I know you mad because you never rest in peace. I got the recipe, I got a chef in me, dunked in this sauce and then dripped on my enemies. I don't do patty cake, why do we conversate? All of this that you owe, I should call Sally Mae. I can be flossy cause all of my debts are paid. You get no refund, you threw your receipt away. Ooh, you never beat me and that makes you angry. Ooh, you can't defeat me and that drives you crazy, yeah. You come for everybody cause you got left. You mad cause you can never have what I have. See, sometimes I drip and sometimes I drizzle. I reign with the king, so I got no issue. I got the drip on the drip, 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 I got 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 the drip on 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 the drip, I got the drip, I got the drip, I got the drip, I got the drip. Drippin', drippin', sauce up, dippin', drippin', drippin'. My God, kill it. I'm tired of acting like you got the power. Drenched in the water like fresh out the shower. Talking is cheap when conversing with cowards. Yeah, I hear you whisper. My God is loud. Oh, mama said, if you say it from your chest. Honestly, I'm that one slip up that you might just regret. God and me, got a squad in the arsenal on deck. You about to write what you can't cash. You better double check. Yeah, boy, you so animated, but I ain't intimidated. Yeah, your words are so fabricated. Yeah, but I don't do imitation. Yeah, I'm drenched in the blood like a cannibal. I'm an animal, call me Hannibal, tearing up the flesh. I done put the flesh to rest like what's next. Giving everything I got till I have nothing left. So I drip. God, I feel so saucy, dripping while I'm walking. Never get up off me. Don't know why you talking. God, I feel so saucy. God, I feel so bossy, dripping like a faucet. You better use caution. God, I feel so saucy, dripping while I'm walking. Never get up off me. Don't know why you talking. God, I feel so saucy. God, I feel so bossy, dripping like a faucet. You better use caution. I got the drip on the drip, 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 I got 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 the drip on 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 the drip, I got the drip, I got the drip, I got the drip, I got the drip.
Yo, we are back live on The Hype. It's your boy Crescendo. We're live with Erica Mason. That was actually Drip on the Devil. I'm actually add some of these songs onto the playlist so that y'all can vibe with it. I'm gonna throw the playlist in the IG story after this and in the comments. You know how that goes. But yeah, that's we got the best of both worlds, right? We got the smoother side and then we got the hype side.
Yeah, man. That's what we do. I'm a mixture of both worlds. So, like, hype, I love it, but then also I'm super emotional at the same time. So, I figure why not give them both?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I think what I'm going to do is next time you're on The Hype, I'm going to make you freestyle. But not right now. I'm gonna have to get you in the studio. So, when you're in Orlando, we're going to have to get you in the studio, set you up, and we're going to do bars.
Pull up. Let's do it.
And I'm gonna be like, yo, let's drop a freestyle. You're gonna be like, what? Let's go.
Off the dome, even if it's whack, I'm coming. You know, freestyle invite.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Oh man. So we were talking over while we were listening to your tracks. We were talking about your influences.
Yeah.
You know, we could hear that Big Sean. We can hear that.
Yeah. Dude, it's crazy.
But he's a beast, though. I can't knock him. Like, I cannot knock him. His writing style is dope.
And he's from Detroit. My family's from Detroit, so it's like I can't really not like Big Sean. Yeah, he's.
yeah. My wife's over in Detroit right now. She's in Michigan. So
dope.
she's visiting her best friend. I was like, okay. Okay.
Girl time.
Yeah, they're celebrating their 30th birthday with each other. So they flew to each other's.
Wow.
You know, so she's her best friend's gonna come down in June.
That's.
Yeah, my wife's like, nah. So what I'm gonna do? We're gonna do a pool party, but everyone's gonna dress in black. It's my funeral for my younger years.
I love it.
So
I love it.
So
That's so dope.
Get ready for the pics. We're gonna be in all black bathing suits.
And I love it. I ain't mad at it. That's something I would do.
Oh man, it's a vibe. So we talked about you know, the process and your influences. What are some other artists that have really made an impact on you in the industry, whether it be, you know, CHH, whether it be, you know, secular? I like to know everything, because I mean, you'll be at Publix, or you'll be at you know, Walmart, and the music's playing in the background. You're gonna hear other music. I know some people be like, no, I don't listen to secular. Just let's be real. What are some of the big people that like impact you?
I would say it like this. There are a lot of artists, local artists have more of a big impact on me than I would say some of the major artists, just because of that realness and that rawness that I had a chance to see. So like King Alico, that, I mean, I've known him since I was like 15 years old, you know. Then you have like Daquan King, you got Uncle Reese, and all of those people who, they really kind of helped show me what it is to be an artist that's really grinding and living in purpose. But then on the flip side, you have people who have more influence, like I mentioned before we were on the show. You have like the Crystal Nicoles, you have like the 1K Fuse, like those people. The older I got, the more we had a chance to just kind of sit down and get in some sessions and just really see their heart and their vision behind stuff. It's been crazy. Right now, I've been in a space with her. Just hearing her story really inspired me, because she was signed at age of 12, but she's just now really like popping and releasing music. And I think she's like 20 or 21. And that just says a lot about her development process. And so her story was just so inspirational, because sometimes we think that these artists are overnight success, but really they've been working 10, 15 years on just to get to have this moment, you know. And I think that really helped put things in perspective. And other than that, a lot of people who influence me are not even really in the spotlight in the industry, but they're more of the shakers, the movers and shakers behind the scenes, the people who, you know, their names are on the contracts, they're writing the papers up, and they're publishing the deals and stuff like that. And so getting some understanding from them as far as how the industry really works, and really knowing how to be relevant, but still be yourself as an artist. A lot of those people have really impacted me as well.
Yeah, and I think, you know, the whole, what you said earlier about, you don't see the backstory. We don't see the backstory. We see the success. And a lot of people, when they start doing music, they think they could be an overnight celebrity. Like, here's the funniest thing that I always come across with indie artists, especially like whether it be CHH or whatever. They record one song and promote it like it's the best song in the world, like, but not have any feedback on it, you know. And that's the thing, like, we have to have those people that give us feedback, because it's like your mama, your sister, your brother, they're all gonna say, oh, that's dope, the first song they hear, right? They'll say that for the first one, but then when you say I'm dropping an album, I'm doing this, they're gonna be like, yeah, that sounds neat, that's cute, that's a neat dream, you can do it. And their voice gets really high, because they're supporting you, they're being supportive, but they're like, in their mind, they're like, you are crazy, you are not, you know, they're like, you're not Lil Wayne, you're not 50 Cent, but you sound like him, they're very cute songs. And it's like, and that's the thing, like, and these artists come out and they continue to put music out, but they have no person to tell them, hey, this is whack, or hey, you know. And that's why it's important to have a team, you know. Being involved in your local scene, because I'm involved in Orlando's local scene. Like that's one thing that I try and develop. I put an open mic, the Verb, and at the Verb, I literally let 10 artists open up before featured artists, and then I have these artists that come on the open mic. They're like, "Yo, I want to be a featured artist," and I'm like, "Okay, show me the work you're putting in. Where's your album? Where's your marketing? Where's your grind?" And they're like,
"How many people come to the show if you are the featured artist?"
Because I could do, we could have your whole mama, sister, cousin come out to the show. If you have a big family, that's cool. But, we don't want it to be like a birthday party. Like, we want this to be a show. Right. But, I mean, hey, and then it's funny because you have to have the thick skin because your family, your cousins, your best friends can only come out so much to your shows.
Right.
You don't want to overkill with that. And that's tough too, especially when you're doing shows every weekend, Yeah. So you have to be like, "Okay, come to this show. These don't worry about. It's a little sketch in there. They got me they got me rapping on a boombox. So don't worry about that one. It's a backpack drive."
I can tell you how many times I had shows where they had to put the microphone to the little stereo system. Boy, those days.
Oh man, trust me, I've had my share of backpack drives. Yeah. We doing stuff for the community. It's all love. Yep. And that's where the transition comes, where you go, okay, is it all love or what's going on? Like,
right. It's real. It's like you have to learn the balance between understanding your worth as an artist and what you bring to the table, and then also that love piece and being willing to serve and stuff. Because sometimes, like, when you go out to these shows and maybe the promoters or the event organizers aren't necessarily in order, I've been in places where, like, they just kind of want you to do everything. Like, you become the event planner, the performing artist, the pastor, the host, everything. And so it's just like, you just got to be careful and understanding like the way the industry flows and stuff, and knowing your worth and saying, okay, this is not really something that I want to be a part of, and being okay with saying no. Sometimes.
Well, when you're grinding, I mean, you got your song that you just recorded, and that's the only song you got done because you could only afford that amount of time in the studio. So you got that one song, and you want to push it. My whole thing is, I speak this out of love because like artists need to hear this. Just work on your craft, put together a few songs. Know that, you're going to rap places where they're going to want slower songs. Know that you're going to rap places where they're going to want hype songs. And at the same time, know when to balance it. Like, know your audience. And I think a lot of people, they don't fill out their audience. And they're just out here just to get on a mic. And that's that indie life. Like...
It's a learning process for sure, but I definitely agree with what you're saying, especially just being patient, and understanding like, okay, just because you have that one song don't mean you're gonna be like a Cardi B, or you're not gonna be like this, because Cardi B, she was putting out a bunch of songs, but then it just took that one song to hit, and I think they missed the fact that she was putting out a bunch of other stuff and grinding before Bodak Yellow really hit hard, you know what I'm saying? Then they're just like, oh, overnight success from a stripper to like #1 on the billboards. And it's like, it's really not the case. You know what I'm saying? And I know right now touching on Cardi B is kind of a touchy topic.
It's all good. I mean, she had to drop a couple things to get some things started. You know what I mean? It's all about the pudding pop. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but hey, and we like to talk about things like that on the show because it's real. Like that I kind of wanted to open up the show with, but I didn't want to get into. I didn't want to scare you away, but like, like what do you think of that? Like, it's kind of, for me, I feel like it's a little bit double standard. I mean, obviously, I'm not saying Cosby's right in anything, you know what I mean? But then for him to get like almost like all the stuff that he went through, and then she's like, it's my past, and people are like, it's her past, Leave her alone. Like, you're gonna say it's her past. She used to drug people, and that's cool. Like,
I by no means do I think that Cardi B is right for drugging people and robbing. Wrong is wrong. However, to compare her to R. Kelly is a little much to me. Simply because, like, when you think about the victim,
R. Kelly, no, we ain't saying R. Kelly. R. Kelly's crazy.
You know, the hashtag survive Cardi B, surviving Cardi B, and stuff like that. I think it's that's a lot for me, because it's just like, come on, bro. She ain't got like people trapped in her. No, like, it's
trapped in the closet. No, he ain't got no. Cardi didn't trap them. She just drugged them. They got out. But but Cosby over here, you know what it is. You know what I noticed? It's usually like when they start to try and make bigger moves than they shouldn't. Money moves. Like, there's literal money moves when these people get really famous. Like Cosby was trying to buy NBC. And then all of this came out of nowhere. Like, everyone starts remembering that they got drugged by him. Now, like, I think she was trying to trademark her saying, I was like, yeah. I'm like, you can't trademark. Anyways, let me just stop. But she was making moves with Pepsi, and now, man, now she's drinking Coke.
Dang. So did they move her deal? Did they take away her endorsement from Pepsi?
I'm pretty sure she got dropped from Pepsi.
And Cardi.
But I mean, what do you expect? I mean, there's lifestyles that you come from, and there's certain things that, like, your past will always haunt you. So everything that you do now is going to affect your future. And I think a lot of people as artists don't understand or respect that. But
yeah, I think the Cardi situation is very complex too, because I mean, she was a stripper, and a lot of them, like, well, coming from a person who like has known what those ladies go through, it's that's a complicated situation. So when she started talking, I was just like, oh dang, Cardi, like, it's a lot. But I mean, I've known strippers who had to kind of go through some things, where I've known some who have drugged some people and did some things for their safety, but I don't know what Cardi B's situation was, you know. So yeah. That's tough. It's because it's not right. I'm not saying by any means drugging people and robbing them is right. But yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah. I like, there's a lot of things you could justify, but again, she came from that lifestyle already, so we can't even say nothing. But Erica, where can we find you? We have to close out.
Yeah.
Give them the tags.
Everything is at Erica Mason Music. Erica with a C, MASON. Music spelled the regular way, MUSIC. Not with a Q, not with a Z, not with a 2 S's, just regular music.
Perfect. No K or Q, and I love it. Erica Mason Music, guys. Erica, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. We're gonna close out with Heesun Lee. So we gotta finish with that International Women's Month. Those heavy hitters, man.
My big sis, she's so fire.
It's a vibe. So give your shout outs real quick.
Shout out to everybody. Bam, that's it.
Bam, I love it. All right. This is The Hype. We're here with Erica Mason. Thank you so much for being here. We're gonna roll out with Future. Let's go.
Listen, take a look around, what we dealing with. All these rappers sound the same, no appealingness. Ain't nobody feeding souls, there's no meal in this. Robbing people's futures, we getting good at stealing this. I've been rhyming from the get-go, I rap low. Mission still the same, never changing, you could bet, bro. What defines success nowadays? We're the future, this is